the third and the most important thing is enjoy what you're doing.
That's
So
so
if you love
lovely.
it,
I
there's
know,
nothing like it.
everybody makes the prep so much stressful, and when you come out here and say enjoy the whole journey, I think that's the whole essence. Have fun, whatever you're doing. Lovely, that's so great. This is Anisha here from CatKing, and today we have with us Shashank Shankar. A very, very complex name to remember. You always get confused what's his first name, what's his surname, but he's a really big guy studying in NMIMS Mumbai. And what was your merit rank?
Sorry.
7, like the lucky number 7. So out of thousands of people who sit for NMIMS interviews, and through that entire 1 year of rigor, he is merit rank 7. So super congratulations on getting that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lovely. So why don't you give us a fair idea, what's your background, what's your profile, and what made you get to this merit rank 7? Because it's a combination of your NMAT and your interviews, right? So what was your approach to it?
I'm Shashank. Hi, everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for the introduction. I've done my engineering in electronics and communication from Bangalore. After that, I have worked for an IT company for a few years, and I would say I have a very decent, academics. It's 95, 90, and 9.32.
So
and 12th in
essentially,
undergrad.
a kid who's always been a topper, 999, and NMAT score was
It was 242.
ग्रेट. सो ये डिसेंट नहीं, ये अच्छे बच्चे हैं, बट ये कभी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे कि हम टॉपर रहे हैं लाइफ लॉन्ग.
And I have an international paper publications, and I've even cleared CFA level 2. So these were the brownie points that I used during interviews, which I'll tell you how it went. So this is a brief introduction, and
Lovely.
as ma'am said, I'm currently doing my MBA core in NMI.
Amazing, great. So how does it feel to be in campus, coming to Mumbai, that huge building?
So actually, NMIMS was on the top of my college list that I've applied, and depending upon my CAT score and NMAT score, this was the best call that I received, and I had all the hopes of clearing it. I'm really glad, excited that I've cleared, happy that I've cleared it, and looking forward for a wonderful journey for the next 2 years.
Lovely, great. That's amazing. So tell us more, no, Shashank, when you started, since you were working also. So how did you
Yeah.
manage to, take time out for your NMAT preparation? And because you would have, I'm sure, given all the other exams as well. So how do you balance your time with work, and how hectic was it?
Well, thankfully, my job was had a fixed timing, so it was morning 6 to 3 p.m. 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And
Wow.
after 3 p.m., I had a pretty decent time to prepare for NMAT. But still, it was I just given my CFA level 2 exam in the last week of August. So I just had 3 months of preparation for my CAT, NMAT, or any other entrance exam that I gave. It was hectic, of course, and being a working professional, you're sitting back, going back to your board, and then sitting
Yeah.
and preparing after a hectic work. It was quite difficult, but it was manageable because as I would always repeat this again and again, I really enjoyed doing it. So when you enjoy what you're doing, you would never feel hectic or tired. And
True.
yeah, 3 months went in the entrance exam preparation, and after that, when I gave NMAT, I came back, and when I saw, as everybody knows, you get your NMAT score immediately after the
Yeah.
exam is done. So I got the score, and I realized that I checked Google and saw what was the previous year cutoffs, and I realized that okay, NMIMS all cutoffs would be cleared, and this is the best call I would get, and I was expecting a call, and I started my GDPR preparation.
Lovely, great. So, with all of this, like everybody asks, which was your toughest section, or how many mocks did you give? Did you give 1 or 2 mocks, or did you give 20, 30 mocks? So how much rigor and efforts did you put in those 3 months of time?
Actually, since I had to start everything from the scratch, so those 3 months was all I had. So initial 10-15 days, I didn't give any mock. I was just preparing the basics of it. And from the 20th day for the next 70 days, I gave approximately around 20-ish mocks and 24
Lovely.
mocks for CAT, and around four mocks for NMAT. So NMAT is actually an adaptive exam, as
Yeah.
everybody knows, and I would say I would most focus on NMAT now because we're talking about NMAT. So the adaptive exam that NMAT is, it's it's good that if you have a couple of at least 4 to 5 mocks, and then you know how it is all about. And always remember, your mock scores have nothing to do with your actual scores. So
Right.
even if you're getting low scores, you keep pushing it harder and harder.
Lovely. That's actually very true. The adaptive nature helps. Also, you get the advantage to, choose your own section, which one you want to give, which
Yeah.
sequence. So, what was your
Right.
strategy on the day of NMAT exam?
I follow the same CAT pattern. I started with the BARC, then
Yeah.
DILR, and then quant. Of course, the naming convention is different for NMAT, but that is the same order I was used to, so I didn't change it for it.
Lovely. That's really great. Any advice you would like to give to people who are, going to write NMAT or start preparing for NMAT preparation, do's or don'ts for this prep journey?
One thing is, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It will take time. You can't finish everything in one day, and there will be days where you can't do anything. Sometimes you'll be tired with your
Right.
There are few students who are in their final years giving NMAT, or working professionals. I understand that you can't finish everything in one day, but you have to keep that process going. So, if I want to bring it down to three words, one is believe in the process, and second would be a disciplined schedule where you say that I'll prepare for NMAT or CAT or whatever entrance exam from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. or
Yeah.
3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And the third and the most important thing is enjoy what you're doing.
That's
So
so
if you love
lovely.
it,
I
there's
know,
nothing like it.
everybody makes the prep so much stressful, and when you come out here and say enjoy the whole journey, I think that's the whole essence. Have fun, whatever you're doing. Lovely. That's so great.